Hi everyone, it's Ingrid from Toronto. How are you? I hope you're well. So, this is another lock update. So, this lock update is going to be for all of my 4C lockers, specifically for you. From a 4C locker to all my 4C lockers. You see what your hair looks like? It twists. It's meant to twist and entwine within the hairs around it. So you don't have to twist your hair. If you have 4C hair and you're locking your hair and you're twisting it, you're doing more than you need to. You're doing much more than you need to. And you're twisting away all of this. You see, you're gonna have all of this afro hair that's not twisted as the base of your lock. But if you twist it away, you're gonna have length, but you're gonna miss out on that spongy, springy afro base. That's what your afro is. It's the base of your locks. So I curled my hair. I used about maybe 18 flexi rods in my hair, and I used about maybe four locks per rod. I think I have about 80 locks, thereabouts. And I just mist my hair with water, just water. No oils, no creams, no conditioners. You don't need all of that. We need to break out of this idea that we need products for our hair. We don't need products. And oil just makes your hair oily. It doesn't moisturize your hair. Your hair, does this hair look moist? Your hair is not supposed to be moist. Think about it. Think for a second. Your hair is either going to be wet or dry. When does your hair need to be moist? It doesn't. The only time you need lubrication in your hair is if you are trying to comb through this hair that wants to lock. Then you need something slippery in there. But for those of you with 4C hair that's oiling your hair because you think it's dry and it's going to be moisturized, it ain't happening. All you're doing is matting it, like in a oily kind of way. And also, once you start oiling your scalp and oiling the hair, you're going to have to keep it up because your hair and your scalp is going to get used to that. And if you stop, it's going to feel really dry. So if you're oiling and conditioning because you want that seemingly moist feeling, and if you decide to stop, it's going to get really, really brittle and dry because it needs to rebalance itself. But I suggest that you do. Stop oiling your hair. Your locks do not need oil. Okay, so I curled my hair last night and I woke up early this morning. I took out all the flexi rods and then I just took a shower. So to take my shower, I put my hair up. Show you what it looks like. I just tucked it in, you know? I just grabbed it, tucked it in, and tuck it in. That's all you need to do. You don't need hair clips. You don't need combs. I have 2 combs on the ends of my arms that can comb my hair. And you don't need elastics and clips. You don't need accessories because your own hair, it's like Velcro. It just wants to hold on to each other. So if you just tuck it in like that, it stays. Look at that. So lovely. Okay, so I'm going to take it out now. And you'll see what the curls look like. You see, twisting your hair, retightening and twisting, that's just the new touch-up. It's the new style of touch-up, you know? But if you don't, you see, you don't need to twist it. Your hair wants to twist. And there's nothing wrong with the texture of your hair at the root or anywhere. You see, it's what gives your hair body. But the thing is, if you have long locks, talking to my 4C lockers, if you have long locks and you've been twisting and then you decide to stop, you see, it's like you want to twist all this puffy fluffiness away. So if you've been twisting and then you stop, you're going to have a skinny lock and then this puff, and your real mane is going to start to grow in, but then you're going to have these spindly, skinny locks at the end of it. So if you're early in your lock journey and you're twisting and you want to stop twisting, stop now so that your hair can fill out. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with what we all had when we transitioned from relaxing our hair to natural, which is all those straight bits at the end and then the real fluffy puffiness growing in. And some of us are just repeating that pattern, but now with the locks. But the thing is, in the early stages, it's gonna look chaka-chaka. It's gonna look frizzy and all over the place. But we just have to remember that, you know, I believe that's what our hair should have looked like when we were 9, 10, 11, 12. So that by the time we hit 13, 14, we would have, you know, locks that we could style. And by the time we're like 16, 17, we would have like full long hair to style and to do whatever with. So if you ask me, I think retwisting, it's like the new touch-up. I feel like this is too high. Let me angle it down a bit. Retwisting is like the new touch-up. Look at that. And also, sorry to say, but if you're using peroxide, see, bleaching is burning your hair. That's what you're doing. The sun burns your hair. Maybe you can see, but barely, like right at the ends, it's a bit, you know, it's a little lighter. That's the sun. The sun will burn your hair for you. But when you bleach your hair, you're burning it. And I'm watching so many videos now of people who had beautiful locks and then they decided that they wanted to color it and they bleached the ends, you know, and now the ends are fried. Bleaching is just chemically burning your hair. Don't do it. Or if you want to have fun with color, do it before you lock your hair. That's what I did. I had so much fun with color and with all kinds of stuff with my hair before I locked it, but especially color. But you can lock it if you're not into color and you're okay with the natural. The sun is going to give you, you know, highlighted tips naturally, but you have to wait for it. You have to be patient, and even with the locking process, you have to be patient. You want your hair to be light and fluffy and bouncy. And if you're putting oil in it, you're going to reduce that fluffiness. For what? For why? You only think you're moisturizing it. You're not really moisturizing it. You're just oiling it up, and you're going to make it heavy over time. And you're going to have to keep adding it. You're going to have to keep adding oil because it'll start to feel dry and brittle when you stop oiling it, because that's what your hair is used to. So don't do that. 4C, don't twist your hair. You don't have to twist it. 4C hair wants to twist. It twists itself. You don't have to force twist it, okay? I don't know what else to say. So I wash it once a week with a clarifying shampoo, and that's it. And I separate it. And I play. All I do is play in my hair. That's all I do. It's so soft. But you have to get out of the mindset of having dry hair and that your hair needs to be moisturized, because hair is supposed to be dry. It's either going to be dry or wet, right? What's the opposite of dry? Wet. Oil is not water. Oil is oil. You think that oily hair is moist, but it's not. It's just oily. So don't do that. Okay? Honestly, I could do this all day. And I do. I do it all day because it feels so good and so easy. And I sleep on this. I sleep like this on my cotton pillowcase. It's long. Look at that. One more, spin around.